This is Jeremy Tusmer with SGTV. Coolness. What is it? Is it an attitude? A posture? A certain pair of jeans? It's cool, man. You know, it's out there, it's edgy, it's hip, but it isn't out to be hip. It's aloof. It's pretty cool. It takes chances. It improvises. It's cool. And if it's cool, it probably comes from California. What's so cool about California? The word cool, a gift of African American slang, was popularized by jazz musicians somewhere between the 1920s and the 1940s. But where coolness seems to be in constant flux, its relationship to California remains pretty stable. Hollywood helped make it into an image. The Cool School, a group of artists centered around Venice Beach in the 1950s and 60s, associated it with the art scene. The Beatniks, that sublime, deranged group of poets, writers, and wanderers whose jazz-backed poetry readings sang the dharma of cool, roosted in San Francisco. California's Apple computer became known as the cooler computer. Surfing, skateboarding, hot rodding. These historically cool hobbies were popularized in what state? In California. What is it about doing something dangerous as a hobby that seems so cool? California's image of itself as so laid back as to seem detached tells you something about our reputation for being cool too. Back in the 40s and 50s, California's lack of compelling authority structures in the art world, that is, taste-making museums, critics, or collectors, liberated our artists. Our industries gave them new tools, processes, and materials. The results can be seen in this monolith by John McCracken. Made of sprayed resins and a top coat, this mysterious, intriguing sculpture is as close to a totem of cool as probably exists. Sadly, those same resins may have shortened John's life. So I'm happy to report that local art celeb R. Nelson Parrish, whose California coolness is currently being exhibited and celebrated in Munich, is working in bioresin for these abstracted meditations on the landscape. Or check out this lithograph by Ed Ruscha, the reigning prince of cool prints. If part of being cool is doing it before others think it's cool, then Hank Pitcher's return to Santa Barbara from New York and his move towards a breezy, formal depiction of beach and surf culture are super cool. That formalism, expressed in graphic, abstract geometries, may have come from the Bauhaus. That lineage is certainly expressed in this painterly graphic design by Herbert Bayer, another artist associated with Santa Barbara. It is also expressed in the clean, hard-edged paintings of Carl Benjamin, a painter whose angular compositions and joyful color palettes perfectly suited the mid-century architecture that was such a dominant part of California life. That same hard-edge abstraction had a number of different sculptural components. This kinetic wave by Ken Bortolazzo, for example, or this set of brass rings by UC Berkeley's own Sid Gordon. That hard-edge aesthetic was eventually augmented by pop art, an aesthetic that simultaneously celebrates and critiques that consumer utopia that California promises. In turn, the return of the image led to a revival of realism, even if that realism was sometimes a little offbeat, a little out there. Today, street art is the internationally recognized form of cool, and Santa Barbara is lucky to have had David Flores as a longtime resident. Check out the backside of the local Church of Skaten for one of Santa Barbara's most important pieces of public art. Just in time for the real beginning of summer, Sullivan Goss will feature California Cool. It'll be up through September 27th. Come see it.